One of the real challenges of this project is to translate the illustrations that Raymond Briggs has done onto the cinema screen.
There was nothing extraordinary about my mum and dad. Nothing dramatic. No divorce or anything. But they were my parents, and I wanted to remember them by doing a picture book.
And because these illustrations are very rich in texture and crayon work, we couldn't do that by hand for the whole film, because otherwise we'd be here forever. So Robin Shaw, our art director, has developed a modern technique whereby using compositing techniques and Photoshop and actually painting textures that then get put into the characters on screen, we can create that richness that Raymond has captured in the book. As a wartime evacuee, the young Raymond is seen sketching a snowman based on a Christmas cake figurine. In 1978, the Snowman would become Raymond Briggs' most famous and successful book. So that the animators all are drawing the same characters, we produce model sheets so that there's a consistency throughout. Obviously you get slight variations, but our animation director Peter Dodd makes sure that they're all brought together in the end so that they hopefully look seamless on the screen and that you're not aware that so many hands have been involved. Because the book Ethel and Ernest is a true story, Raymond Briggs' parents' life together in Wimbledon Park, it was quite something to have the honour to bring it to the cinema screen, because I don't think he trusted many people to do it, but because we've been involved in many of his other films, I personally animated on the Snowman way back in 1982, I think he trusted us, and he was the executive producer on this film as well.
Yes, I used to go back every summer, except I wasn't well enough to go this summer. I like going around it. It's extraordinary how you remember every detail of the steps up into the alleyway at the back of the house, and everything about it is just so moving. And going into my parents' house is very strange. There's an Indian family there at the moment who've kept it exactly as it was. And there's a rather weird moment when they took me upstairs to have a look round, and they opened the airing cupboard on the landing. And as they opened it, I saw that the airing cupboard had wallpaper in it that was there when I was a child. That's extraordinary why anyone would paper inside a cupboard, I don't know. But, and there it was, this same stuff. I thought, my God, you felt you were wrenched back 50 or more years, whatever it is. I'm 82 now. I was about 5 when I was there. It's very strange. I like the whole area, though. It's very, quite a good area in loads of ways.
So he kept a close eye on the script and the adaptation that we did. And we showed him some of the material last Monday, actually. And he absolutely loved it. Had a huge emotional impact on him. He was laughing and crying. And so I think we're on the right tracks with it. Here's some other stuff about Ethel and Ernest. When Ernest first shows off his new electric milk float, the music heard is the theme from John Ford's 1939 iconic Western stagecoach. Over 70,000 hand-drawn frames and 686 backgrounds made up the 94-minute animation using 112 animators. After leaving the cinema and passing the revelers in the nightclub, the name of the band playing is Jim Mack's Jazz Band, a nod to Paul McCartney's dad. A lot of you were asking about the cat. This is the best I could do. Later in the film, a teenage Raymond greets the cat as Susie. Since Ethel and Ernest were married for over 40 years, it is doubtful the previous cats were all the same, but Susie is the pet cat who remains for the rest of the film. As for Susie's ending, I'm not sure. I did find this, though, on a website about cartoon cats. With regards Susie, let's remember cats are there for us for both the good times and the bad, just as she was for Ethel and Ernest. And finally, the song that is played over the end credits that shows actual snapshots of Ethel and Ernest is called In the Blink of an Eye and was written and performed by Paul McCartney. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.